Okay, pre-cal, we have now arrived at our very last, the very last topic we're going to discuss in Unit 5, and that is finding the area of a sector. So what does that mean? Well, that means that if I've got a circle here, and I'm interested in finding the area of a particular sector, that means that I just want to know, out of the total area of the circle, I want the area of just a sector. Okay, so that would mean like I want the area of that blue portion right there. So when we define this, we need to understand that a sector is a region of a circle bounded by a central angle and the intercepted arc. All right, so basically that what I shaded in is blue. Well, we know that the area of a circle is pi r squared. Well, you can't really use that same equation or that same formula when you're just dealing with a portion of it. So it will be a little different. So rather than having you figure out what it would be, I'm going to give you the formula. So it is going to, notice it's still going to square the radius because we still need a square value. That's how area is measured in square units. So keep in mind always that the r is the radius and theta is the central angle. And remember that the central angle is just a portion of 360 degrees. And of course, we are going to measure this in radians because the area formula for a circle, the original area, of course, is in terms of pi at pi r squared. So we are going to keep using that idea there. So, okay, our next example, find the area of the sector of the circle. So to the right here, I've given you a central angle of 7 pi over 8 and a radius of 3 centimeters. I am going to use my formula. Okay, so you would have 9 over 2, 3 squared is 9, so that's why I've got 9 in the numerator, over 2 times 7 pi over 8. So that is going to give me 63 pi over 16, and you can leave it that way as centimeters squared, or if that makes you uncomfortable, you can use your calculator, and it is approximately 12.4 centimeters squared. Either answer is fine with me. Okay, example 5. Find the area of the sector of a circle with a central angle theta equals 3 pi over 4 and a radius of 1.5 feet. So this time I didn't give you a picture, I just gave you information, but we're still going to do it the exact same way. I am going to take 1/2 times the radius squared times 3 pi over 4. So, of course, the 1/2 times 1.5 squared is going to give me 1.25 times 3 pi over 4. And I just did this one in my calculator. It's approximately 2.65 feet squared. All right, that does make your answer a little tidier, makes it a little prettier, easier to understand. Okay, example 6, here's our fun challenge question. So find the approximate area swept by the wiper blade shown if the total length of the windshield wiper mechanism is 26 inches. So the part that we're interested in finding the area of is this right here. And as you can see, that is a sector of what we would consider a bigger circle here. All right, so I am finding a sector. It's just a little bit different because I just want the part for that's being swept over the windshield. So really the only thing I want the area of is just a portion of the sector. All right, so not even a whole sector, but then just that blue portion of that. So the way we're going to start with this, we are going to start by finding the area of this whole sector, just like we would have in the previous questions. So we're going to start there. So in order to do that, remember what the area formula is for a sector. It is 1/2 times radius squared times our central angle. All right, so I am going to find the area of this large sector here. So I need r squared. So I need this distance right here. Okay, this distance right here. Well, if this portion of it is 16, we're told the whole thing is 26. So that means this little piece here would be 10. But what I'm interested in is the whole thing. So 26 squared, and then I need my angle of 130. I need to convert that into radians. So 130 times pi over 180, which gives me 13 pi over 18. So I get this obnoxious number right here. Okay, so that is your large, this is the large sector. Okay, so how then are we going to go from all of this to just the portion I want, just that purple area? Well, if you'll notice here, let me get rid of some of this mess I've made. If you will notice here, this little portion right here is also a sector. So if I subtract that little sector from this whole sector, I will be left with the portion that I'm interested in. So now I am going to find the area of the small sector. Okay, so this is the small one. It's 1/2 times the radius squared. Well, remember, if this whole thing is 26, this little piece is 10. So that's 10 squared, and of course the angle is exactly the same. So I'm going to use 13 pi over 18. And then of course I get another obnoxious number. So I'm going to take the large sector, 4394 pi over 18, and subtract from it this smaller sector, which gives me 208 pi inches squared, or if you find the value in your calculator, 653.5 inches squared. Easy peasy.